I don't know what type of corruption you've encountered in your life, but there are some corruption cases that I feel right now, which are so many in the government, politicians, that have simply covered some of the most serious corruption cases as well, which happen in other institutions. Today I want to challenge all my viewers here, for those who will watch. What type of corruption that is unique? You've not seen it being talked about anywhere, but you've seen it, and you can analyze and see the way things are. This probably is a very serious case of corruption that should be investigated. Let me sit on the comment section. That's how we can learn here. To me, I'm going to share with you some of the types of corruptions that I've seen in the country, which need to be addressed, and some of them are not entirely in the hands of the government, but entirely on the citizens, parents, down in the villages. But before I do so, kindly, if this is the first time you're watching our videos, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Some of you have gone to various schools, particularly for those who come from the Gusii region. Let me talk about that group, where I personally schooled and I know what happens. I think you've seen around in the villages, there are no rich people like the school principals. These people are damn rich. After the MPs is the school principal. He can decide to drive a small car, but these people have bought buildings, have bought pieces of land in prime areas, put flats there, something that is not completely in order, because the amount of money they get as principals cannot be able to do what they have done. They are bound to develop, yes, but you cannot really compare the money that they receive as salaries and the amount of money the amount of wealth they have amassed. Wealth principles. Why am I saying so? From where I come from, the Gusii region, a school principal, of course in conjunction with the director of education in that county or maybe that sub-county, they agreed to increase a certain percentage of money in the school fees. After they have increased, the parents pay. Accountability, nothing. So you find these people simply eat. The principal always has money to spend. Why is the source? Parents. A school principal creates a problem in the school. For instance, we have few computer students, but the school principal says that we want a story building computer lab. What is the target? Construction fee. So parents are told we'll be having a rambe. They come and contribute. Within the school fees, they are told you need to, each of you, contribute 2,000 shillings for doing what? For building the lab. Accountability, first of all, in the construction of that lab, you cannot talk about, because you don't know how the money is spent. There could be measures in school to ensure at least money has been spent well, but such kind of amounts of money, they are not spent well. So you realize most of these principals squander the money of the parents. To give you a more practical example, most of the principals are owning hardwares. And the best way these hardwares can get customers or can sell goods, it's by creating what we call projects in the school. Those projects will involve construction, and as a result, his hardware or her hardware will be supplying materials to that school. Be it cement, be it tiles, be it metals, anything, even if it's iron sheets, these people supply themselves. They could be opening the hardwares maybe through friends, but these hardwares belong to them. So you find that whenever they tell parents to add some money for construction, they know very well they're making businesses. Their businesses to thrive. And let me tell you one simple thing. One thing that is touching here is that most of these parents even sell maize or even take maize to school for the purposes of what? Reducing the school fees. Then you compulsory increase the school fees by 2,000 without thinking about the status of these parents down in their homes. So a parent strains, eventually, what happens? Gets the money and gives you. And as a principal, you feel happy, money has come. And it does not happen just once, several times in a year. Construction every year. Most of these principals are built in various places. I've bought so many properties. Let me give you another example. You find a principal is building in school. Some of these principals have some personal bursars. If they go maybe transfer to a school, they have their own bursar. Their bursar in that school has to be fired. So they go with their own one. Someone they can do fishy things together. So you realize that the moment the bursar is there, they can do anything they want together. So the money, you can balance their accounts, books of accounts vizuri. So what they do is this. You realize that they agree. Bursar will supply maybe sand. The principal will supply iron sheets and cement. And the bursar will bring maybe the board of management chairperson will bring maybe, let's talk of nails and timber, and others bring bricks. Simply, they're making a school to become a place of business in expense of the parents. In the expense of a parent. A parent that is training down in the village, who does not even have a place to sleep, just wants to sacrifice to ensure that the kid has gone to school. Some of the principals you find that as they build in school, they're also building somewhere a property. What do I mean by that? They buy sand. That sand that they buy to go and build in school, or maybe bricks, you realize that they overbuy. In that if they were supposed to bring 10 tippers, they bring even 20 or 15. So that the additional tippers, tippers, the vehicles, the lorries, so those tippers, those extra ones, go to his home. So you realize as a construction is happening in school, it also happens in his home. If it's buying timber, he buys double. If it's buying nails, he buys double. If it's buying iron sheets, he buys double. And that's how it has been happening. Right, left, and center, principals taking advantage of the vulnerable parents, taking the amounts of money from them, huge amounts of money, and using them in their own way to benefit themselves. That is how corruption has gone down to the villages. You find a principal is not transferred from a place for more than 5 years. A principal has been there, others have been reshuffled, him is just in the same school, now and then. In the same school, 10 years, 15 years, in the same school, while others are being reshuffled across the country. So you realize the corruption even starts from the TSC. So they agree, don't transfer this person. So this person remains still in office. Right now, then the village is respected. But the people know they have stolen the public funds. They have taken advantage of the poor parents to enrich themselves. Let me see on the comment section whether this story is true or these stories are true, and whether you've experienced some form of corruption you feel like we need to talk about it on this show. That's my take. That's my video there and there. My name is Abel Mukwa. Kindly keep engaging me on the comment section the way you guys do, and thank you so much for those who've been coming back always to watch my videos. It means a lot to me because the comment section is on fire. We always share, and I get to learn more and more about the videos that I do. See you next time for more videos.